I'm not ready anymore. Can you go first?
Sure.
I don't like it. I want to cry.
Should I put a chalk outline around you?
Yes.
Hey, so how do you feel?
I'm seeing stars. Literally.
This is a new profile pic right here.
I can't get up yet. But ever since I've been doing the open with you, I do get more nervous. We're nowhere near the elite athletes we think we are.
We're not.
But I still get nervous.
It's crazy, right? Because you have all these like expectations of your ability,
Yeah.
and anything less than that is like a disappointment.
Disappointment.
Hey, cheers, buddy. Slam it.
So gross. I would puke.
What are you drinking?
This is probably my favorite brewery. New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger.
Juicy Haze IPA.
That sounds delightful. Nothing
Oh.
but the best right here.
It tastes really good.
PBR.
But mentally, the longer I stood there looking at that barbell, the worse I was getting. I just wanted to move.
I tell you, after watching you suffer, I did not want
to move.
I was just ready to go straight to beer. So, what was your score?
I'm still shaking. Let's see, my score, 7 rounds, plus 4 bar-facing burpees.
Yeah.
So total reps was 142?
138. 138, 140.
138.
Yeah, and I got basically the same. Just 2 additional burpees, so 140 total. It sucked. It was not good at all. You had a different approach. What was your approach?
My approach was just to keep moving. My main goal was to stick under 2 minutes. 2 minutes or less per round. But on top of that, it was just to keep moving. And I did, I think, until the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Is when my burpees
Like broke?
I broke.
Yeah. So you had some faster round times than I did. I think your fastest round time was like 1:15.
1:15. That
Yeah.
was my first round, and I think I made that time up by.
So your first probably 3 or 4 rounds of burpees were you hopped up instead of stepped up.
Yep.
Would
Yep.
you recommend that?
No.
No.
I recommend stepping up, and I would almost
Step back?
step back.
I know,
if
right?
burpees are not your strong suit, I would almost step back into the push-up and step up out of it, because you're not going to lose that much time.
No, you're not. And it allows you to keep moving and like keep your breathing under control.
Yep.
So I also wanted to stay in around 2 minutes or under per round, and I think basically we both accomplished that.
Yeah.
My fastest round was 125, and I progressively lost time to Cameron's round times until about round 6, and I started to gain time back.
And you gained a lot of time back.
I gained a lot.
I mean, you gained a good
Yeah,
chunk.
I was at one point, what did we say, 35 seconds behind
Yeah,
you.
mhm.
And then I worked it down all the way to that. When I finished that 7th round, I was 7 seconds behind you.
Yep.
So
On that last round, you started your last round with how long to go?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
So you got 8 ground overhead
Yeah.
and 6 burpees
And 6 burpees, yeah,
in your last minute.
in my last minute. That
Had you finished the burpees, that would have been your fastest round,
it would have been.
which is pretty crazy.
Well, that's a good point. Damn.
That's pretty good.
So should we try it again and like get a round time of
No.
2.5?
No.
And then go.
No. Never.
Never. You would not do this one again.
I would not do this one again. If it was prescribed, if it was up there on the whiteboard mysteriously, I would probably have to give it my best effort.
Well, see, that's a funny thing is Monday's programming is 20.1. Are you sick that day?
I'm totally sick. It was, for those of you who haven't done it yet, you're in for a treat.
Okay, so
I mean-
right, and so they are. So, but let's talk about it. So, like, they're certainly like the elite level athletes,
Sure.
and they're
They're
like
the ones that don't need advice.
yeah. No, the elites are probably I'm seeing times like sub 8 to like
Right.
10, 11 minutes, whatever the case is.
Yep.
And then you've got like your guys that are way above average that are finishing. For you dad bods out there, fellow dad bods,
That your goal is not necessarily to finish, but just to get as deep into the rounds as
yeah,
you can.
I would say a good goal, regardless of your score.
What was our goal?
Our
Did we say
goal,
our goal?
we said we didn't totally say, our goal was to like finish 7 rounds and get changed,
Right.
which we did. But if you're a fellow dad bod like us, I think what you should really shoot for is not so much what the score is at the end,
Yeah.
is did you continually move the whole time?
Yeah.
And maybe your moving is slower than others, but you kept moving and minimized the rest that you took. So also, we're 2 different types of dad bods, right? I'm a little bigger, quite a bit heavier. You're a little bit shorter and not nearly as heavy.
Right.
So body weight movements tend to be Cameron's benefit,
Right.
not mine. Strength movements tend to be more my benefit,
Yep.
not as much yours.
Yep.
So this was a little bit of a mixture of both of those.
Yep.
And so what I did mostly was I did power snatches. There was
Yep.
a couple rounds in the middle where I did do clean and jerks just to kind of mix it up. But you stuck with clean and jerks the whole time. Would
Yep,
you
I-
recommend that for like if you're not like a strong suit for
Absolutely
strength?
would. If 95 pounds is just on the cusp of being a fairly heavy power snatch,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even start with those. I would just go straight clean and jerk.
Yeah. Got the old Frankoff going.
I would go straight clean and
Hashtag
jerk.
Frankoff.
Yeah.
So if I were to go back and look at
for your snatches.
what I did, it was more like a muscle snatch, and I think I didn't have much leg bend, and I think that really fatigued me out the gate. from that movement.
After you say that, I would absolutely agree.
Because my last 2 rounds of power snatches, I
Mhm.
did more of a conscious effort to like dip under
Push
the
with your
bar,
legs.
and man, it felt so much better. If I were to do it again, I would make a more like concentrated effort to really do more of a power snatch instead of a muscle snatch.
I really liked what you did. That conscious pause at your shoulders. I don't know that I would have done that for my first couple rounds.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like that would have given me just a second of breath for those later rounds.
Yeah.
And probably saved a little bit.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I always look forward to the open. I really do. But that was a shock to the system.
That was bad.
That was hard. We have not, so Mike and I mean, you guys know, Mike and I, we've been working out pretty consistently for a long time.
Yeah.
When I saw this prescribed, I thought, okay,
Not bad.
I may not finish it, but I'll do pretty good.
Yeah, and we still left 2 rounds plus on the table.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. But not really. What's up? So here's the deal.
Right.
At the end of the day, we didn't finish 8 rounds. We didn't finish the workout. In the grand scheme of life, is that going to matter? No. What's your why?
My why, to stay healthy, to keep doing this for as long as I possibly can, to run around with my kids, to shoot hoops with my kids,
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
not wake up every morning and get out of my bed and take 10 minutes walking
Yeah.
to the bathroom because I hurt so bad.
Because you're expensive. Has your why changed in the last few years?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. So
I used to be young and dumb, and my why was to, pick up girls on the beach and
at least you're still down.
still does. That'll be edited out. I think your why always changes. Your why has to change.
I agree. It has to. But you have to, the hard part is when your why does change, is to also make your ego
Yep.
also change.
Yep.
Because it's really easy to get really down on yourself and get kind of ticked off that you didn't do as
Yep.
well. The big reason why I work out every day is certainly to stay in shape. That, bar none, that is the main reason. But it's a good stress reliever for me.
It is.
If I don't do it, then I can just feel the stress building up
So,
from life.
the mornings that I come over here and we work out, I feel much more productive during the day.
Yeah.
I feel much more alert, much more on top of things, much
Yeah.
more able to deal with that stress that comes throughout the day.
Yeah.
On those days that I don't work out, I'm a notch below.
Oh, I know.
Where I feel.
I'm not at all where I need to be.
Yep.
No, it's true.
Yep. Speaking of our why changing, when we first started working out, the programming that we were sticking to was a fairly heavy. We were trying to up our max.
Yeah.
We were trying to get really, really strong. And I think we both succeeded in that.
Yep.
I mean, big time.
So everything comes at a cost, though, right? So when you focus on getting a 315 back squat, that means you're dedicating most of your training time to strength and less time to actual like fitness.
Would not have gotten close to 7 reps. We do and what we want out of this.
Yeah.
I think we both are at a great spot.
I would agree.
We lifted heavy the other day and it
Shock
felt
to the-
great.
Yeah, and it was a shock to the system.
It was a shock to the system.
And heavy's all relative now.
Well, that's true. I was not doing the 315 back squats. I think I was doing what?
That's what I was doing.
235.
I think I topped out my all-time best at 405,
Yep.
and 315 was hard last week.
That's awesome.
That's okay.
It's totally okay.
We got dad bods. We're all good.
Thought that was coming in here.
Right, Coop?
What is next? I think maybe you guys should chime in with comments on what you think 20.2 will be.
Yeah. Send us some, what's it called? DMs? Inbox us? What is it called? Cooper, what is it called?
And this is where the dad part comes out of dad bods. Could not tell you what we really want you to do. We just want to know what you think 20.2
Where do we tell people to click?
Like swipe here, click point here,
How
tap there.
do we do that? Click right here.
Click right here.
Right here. Huh?
Put it on the screen.
Right, so right here.
We're going to put it right here. I'm going to say click here. Cooper said I can do that.
I didn't say
If we can actually make this work where you click here, we want to know what 20.2 is going to be. We
Yeah.
want predictions.
And also, if you have any dad bod type questions for fitness, let us know.
Click here. And
There.
right here. And click here
For a board.
to tell us how you did on 20.1.
Yes, I want to hear. That'd be great. That'd be great. Well, this is what, episode 4?
So 4.
All right.
Dad bods out.